Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Testosterone, the only show every week where you get a chance to ask a medical doctor and champion bodybuilder all the questions you really want to know about. This is brought to you by his book, The Bible of Bodybuilding II, over 700 pages, everything you need to know about training, nutrition, supplementation, PEDs. You can get that on Amazon.com. While you're on Amazon, might as well get my book. It's a good book, Real Bodybuilding by Ron Harrison. Now, from Athens, Greece, please welcome Dr. George N. Touliatos. Hey, Doc, how are you?
I'm good, Ron. So one month until the Olympia, right? 4 weeks.
Yeah. As we're speaking right now, the second to last chance to qualify for the Olympia is happening over in Milan, Italy. And then next week in Britain, and that's it. That's either you're qualified or you're not.
UK next week?
Yeah, that's the last chance.
What show is that?
It's the UK Pro, I think it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess Hunter will win today.
Yeah, I mean, I did a preview with Mike Cox, and we were trying to look at other people who might be able to win.
I don't think he will beat Hunter.
Nah, Andre Presti's very good, but I don't think he's beating Hunter. I mean, Hunter was fourth at the Olympia. He's good.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Amazing thighs and arms, and
he's better now than I think he ever was. He's getting better and better. Yeah. You see,
I have top 5.
Oh, top 5 this year? Yeah, maybe it's gonna be a very crowded top 5. We got Adi and Derek. I think they're going to be 1 and 2 again. One of them's going to win.
Then we have Andrew or how you call him? Come on, Nick.
Yeah, we got Nick Walker. We got Andrew Jack. We got Samson Dowda.
Yeah, and then we have Hunter. That I guess the top 6 is very tight.
It's very, very close. So let's get into some questions, guys. This is Ask Dr. Testosterone. We know that. So our first question for the doctor is going. I have a deep thrombosis in the popliteal. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Popliteal vein in one of my legs. The blood clot is at about 80% or maybe a little less at the moment. The thrombosis originated after a meniscus surgery I had, and I've been on anticoagulant medication since then. My question is, can I still perform any kind of physical activities in this condition? I'm a natural bodybuilder and have never taken PEDs, but I want to go to the gym and train in any way possible to try to maintain my gains. What do you recommend me to do?
So the popliteal vein, it lies to the rear side of the knee joint, all right?
Okay.
Where the hams are inserted and where the calf is inserted,
Yeah.
And I guess any kind of physical activity besides walking, including, the lifting weights and doing leg curls or standing or seated calf raises will improve, squeeze the veins, and then rush the blood up to the heart through the inferior vena cava. So the veins of the limbs are sending with the valves the blood towards the heart and then to the lungs for oxygenation. So I guess yes, it's very good not to be sedentary, because under stasis in Greek means when you're not moving. This is when coagulation occurs. It's a problem with that. After a surgery or during a pregnancy, they're wearing very tight socks. Up to the knee, like Coleman. Ronnie Coleman is using those tight socks, I guess, for this reason.
Yeah, I think Flex Wheeler, I think the beginning of why he had to have his leg amputated was he had a deep vein thrombosis in that leg. And the tissue died, right? It gets necrotic if there's no blood.
Just get out of the plane. He was heading to Australia because you're not going to survive making to Australia, Yeah, and strangely, 1 month earlier, it was my first Olympia. I had a shot, just out of the Orleans Arena. What a picture. Anyway, so keep moving. Don't don't stand on your bed. You don't lie in your bed. So walk and lift weights. Having to do with the legs. Okay, leg curls, calf raises. Okay. That they stimulate this area, the popliteal, just behind the knee joint.
All right, cool. Next question for you, doctor, is my blood pressure used to reach 170/90, so I used telmisartan to reduce blood pressure. It reduced the diastolic pressure significantly to 50 and reduced the systolic a little bit from 170 to 160 or 155 only. Please, doc, advise.
So the systolic refers to the brain. Okay, it's a slight improvement, but yet not significantly, just like the diastolic that refers to the heart. Perhaps you need to change your medication. There are other medicines instead of the ARBs, like the ACE or calcium channel blockers or diuretics. So perhaps the cardiologist will adjust and tell you also, of course, to quit sodium intake, increase your potassium, but definitely perhaps change your medication.
Okay. I'm on losartan. Is that pretty much the same as telmisartan?
Well, telmisartan is a step further. I'm also using telmisartan 80 milligrams a day. And in the long run, my heart has been thinner, my ventricle. So my LVH has been reversed from 13 to 11.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a significant step,
Yeah. I didn't even know that was possible to reverse the thickness of that ventricle.
It is, corner supports also that. And this is the reason that bodybuilders use it as heart remodeling,
Yeah. Okay. Next one is, I have no idea what FT4 is. He says, I'm 43 years old.
The free thyroid, yeah.
What is it? It's a thyroid marker?
The free thyroxine, yeah.
Okay, free thyroid. My FT4 is below normal, 8.80 with values ranging from 8.92 to 17.2. Do you think I should take something to raise my FT4?
Well, it sounds reasonable, but also you need to check it out, the thyroid stimulating hormone, the TSH. It needs to be low, okay? If it's elevated, then perhaps you need some thyroxine. That is the main thyroid hormone that will convert to T3, the active. Anyway, check it out, the TSH. If it's not below 2, then perhaps you need to take T4. But also using selenium 200 micrograms is very effective.
Okay. He had a second part to his question. He's concerned about his PSA. Also, my PSA is 0.453. Do you think my prostate is enlarged with readings from 0 to 4? And is it a concern?
Not at all. I mean, below 1, we don't care about that. Besides, the BPH is estimated, not just the PSA, but the digital rectal examination, and also the prostatic ultrasound, okay?
Yeah.
So you need to see if now also ejaculation and prostatitis, or riding the bicycle, stationary bicycle, or riding the motorcycle may elevate your PSA. So it's not a simple about 0.4. Come on, this is a ridiculous low.
Yeah. I think they stopped doing digital rectal examinations for physical. I don't think I've had one in 10 years. I used to get that every year, but now I think they just go by the PSA readings in your blood work.
PSA and the ultrasound is, the easiest to do.
Yeah.
The most casual.
That was the big joke about going to the doctor, where they put the glove on and they'd say bend over, but now they don't do that anymore. So it was just kind of a joke. Here's a strange question. I'm a nutritionist. I'm considering giving my 29-year-old boyfriend 10 milligrams of boron, 30 milligrams of zinc, 5,000 milligrams of D3, and 10 grams of L-citrulline for better erections over 20 days. What do you think? He runs every day.
Well, running every day is not good for the testosterone. If you increase a lot of cortisol, it antagonizes testosterone. Sleep is also important, but you can mix arginine with citrulline, and also you can add some DHEA also. Now, you cannot find clomiphene because it's a medication, but instead you can try those supplements and expect to have a better boner.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on 5 milligrams of Cialis every day for about 2 years now. I think it's perfect, and it's supposed to be good for your cardiac level, everything, blood flow.
Yeah.
Do you have patients that are always on a low dose of Cialis, and you see any bad effects of that? Any side effects?
Oh, it's good actually. 3 times a week because it has a half-life of 48 hours.
Okay.
It's also good for the urination issues because it dilates the prostatic portion of the urethra.
Yeah.
And also good for the cardiovascular system.
So maybe I don't need to take it every day then. Uh-oh.
No, it's a waste of money. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks. Next one. Should I take IGF-1 LR3 perhaps together with 2 IU of growth after training, or would it be better to take it an hour before the training?
No, better after, but eat first, and then use HF1 immediately after having a meal. All right, because before will give you hypoglycemia. You don't need that before. You need after in order to rush the nutrients into the muscles.
Perfect.
I had a bad experience with LR3 when I hit the injection first and then I ate and I had I had hypoglycemic. I was trembling and I had to eat 5 oranges in order to calm down.
Wow.
Yeah, so eat first and then inject it.
Yeah. I mean, if you got too hypo, couldn't you get into like a diabetic coma if you didn't eat anything at all?
That's how Dallas passed out.
Yeah. I mean, there was I don't want to name him, but there was a bodybuilder in the East Coast that he died on the way home from the gym, crashed his car because he fell out. He had done supposedly like 25 units of insulin. He didn't eat much. He went.
That's too much, man. Come on. For 100 kilograms, you need to consume no more than 10 IUs for safety reasons. Yeah. And 100 grams of carbs. That's what Milos also supports. It's very conservative.
Yeah.
If you're a big dude, no more than 15. Come on, Coleman was 330. Okay, go for 15 IUs, but you need extreme amount of carbs that perhaps will convert to fat afterwards. So it's not smart. More is not better.
That's what happened when I used insulin for an off season.
How many cookies? Yes.
I got cookie. Yeah, I was doing 20 units before the workout, 20 units after the workout. Ooh. And I got fat. I was almost 250 pounds. But
you mean faint? This is very dangerous.
Oh, I looked horrible. Okay, this is a follow-up. Last week we talked about PEDs that are used in the track events, track and field sprinting. So this guy said regarding AAS steroids for sprint speed and plyometrics, which injectables would be good? Tren at 75 to 100 milligrams max. He says a 200-meter sprinter, Arion Knighton, tested positive for Tren, but somehow was later cleared for doping. I don't know what happened there, but does Tren make sense for track and field athletes, Doc?
I think Tren would be ideal for big dudes like shot put, discus throw, hammer throw, because they're like powerlifters. They're 2 meters, 350 pounds. And they have an enormous BMI, and they need also to build strength and mass. But in sprinting, you don't need to be big necessarily. You need to be very lean, and you need to be very fast and having maximum strength, okay? And 0 water retention. Okay, Tren does not compare to estrogen or to any fluid retention, but I don't think that you need to be big. Tren is supposed to give you muscle strength, but also muscle mass. But stenozol, I believe, is more effective to produce ATP and that amount of anti-catabolic effect, because these guys are no more than 80 kilograms, okay?
Yeah.
So Tren could be for the throwing events, okay?
Yeah. I mean, were you a sprinter? Did you do the 100 and 200 meter?
Sprinting and long jump, yes.
Yeah. What was was your leg development ahead of your upper body back in those days?
Yeah, I had the same body type, even though I was not lifting seriously. But also, I'm kind of short, okay, 5'9". I'm not a tall guy.
Tall to me.
It's much better for the shorter guys, for the legs and the arms, because it's like a clock. The faster your arms go, the legs follow also, And they used to say that sprinters run with arms, while throwers throw with legs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But that's the paradox thing. But definitely you need to have very good squat.
I've noticed from when I've seen sprinters at the Olympics and just pictures, video, their hamstring development is phenomenal. It's better than
because when you run, the hams pull, and the lats also, of course. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen better hams on most sprinters than a lot of bodybuilders. Yeah, it's embarrassing for those bodybuilders. All right, our final question. Is Carterine truly effective at building endurance?
Yeah, I think so, because Carterine switched the caloric burning from glycogen to fat, and endurance performance is a low pace based on fat burning, which is also a fuel that requires low intensity, let's say 70 below, 60, 50%. Okay, no more than 70. So I guess so. Cardarine is used also to improve your cardio, but it also elevates the HDL. Some citations support that you may have an improved cardiovascular lipidemic profile.
Okay, cool. So we're 5 weeks out from the Olympia now. I think it's coming right up.
Yeah.
You're going to be part of Olympia University again. This is like the 5th or 6th time you've done that, or more.
So the Olympia University happens for the 3rd time in a row. I've been also to Arnold Educational, and this will be my 6th visit to the States. Okay, my 4th Olympia, and yeah, I don't know what the future holds, but we're trying so hard to keep it alive, those seminars, okay? Because it's also about your brains and your knowledge. It's not just about the muscle show. We've done so hard effort, we gather around the world people that are good in that topic, and we're expecting more people to show up.
Yeah, I mean, I encourage all of you guys, if you're going to the Olympia, this is like literally, it's a Olympia University. You have the top experts in their field speaking, guys like Dr. T. I think Rick Collins usually
Yes.
speaks. It's the highest notable people in their different fields related to the industry. So
last year also.
Oh, did Thomas? That's right. That's right. Because Thomas was at the Olympia last year. I saw him there.
We have also
the Olympia. Yeah. That's right.
First time we both met him.
Yeah. So that's right. Yeah. No, I had met him. Had I met him before? Yeah, I think I'd met him once before, but I hadn't seen him in real life in years. Yeah, I think I'd met him like 10 years ago or something, a long time ago. But yeah, Olympia University, guys, if you're headed to the Olympia, take advantage of the fact that it's there and it's available, because knowledge is power, and these are the top experts in the world at their field. You have access to them. This is a great opportunity, so don't miss it. And of course, subscribe to my channel, everybody. Please like this video, share it on your platforms, ring that notification bell. We're very, very fortunate to have Dr. T here every week, sharing his vast knowledge and expertise with all you guys around the world. So we very much appreciate you, Dr. T. And that's it. Please keep watching. If you have a question for next week, please leave it in the comments or just drop a comment. It's good for the algorithm. Love to hear your feedback on the show. And that's it. Dr. George Touliatos and Ron Harris, another episode of Ask Dr. Testosterone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.